and my guest is Dr. Robert Craig, Executive Director of Citizen Action. Dr. Craig, we got a bank of calls. We're going to try to get them all in. Let's go to Andrew from Waukesha. Good morning to you, Andrew. You say what?
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for taking my call. So I'd like the gentleman's opinion on these maps, and I wonder what his opinion is in regards to increasing the amount of districts as opposed to just rejiggering, and from my point of view, just gerrymandering a different way, maps that haven't been, representation hasn't been changed for 138 years in this state. The Constitution limits it to 100 reps in the Assembly. Why don't we just increase the number of reps and in that way have a better conversation about democracy as opposed to demonizing each other and going through this circus?
Hey, Andrew, thank you. Dr. Craig, you want to respond to both those questions? Great questions, by the way.
Yeah, so let me do the second question, then the first. On the second, great comment. And this is true in Congress, too. The last time we increased the number of congressional districts was the late 1920s. So that's why congressional districts have become so large and less representative. And the theory of the case in the federal and the Wisconsin Constitution was that the lower houses would be relatively small districts and therefore be closer and more responsive to the people. So the same is true, as the caller said, and it's not even, no one's talking about it. It's not on the agenda, but it ought to be. He is completely right. And so that I agree with, and that's something that isn't being discussed and should be, and I'd urge a caller to that's the kind of thing to bring to a state representative, because we got to get that on the table. I agree.